Hello, and welcome to this Flamingo developer update. My name is Adrian, and today we're going to take a look at what the Flamingo development team has been up to lately. Let's get into it. Okay, so today I thought we should take a look at three things. The first, we should take a look at the roadmap that the Flamingo team recently released. And secondly, we should take a look at the new design for the new web page that is going to be released on Entry. And lastly, we should take a look at the new initial DEX offering platform, the IDO platform, that Flamingo will release on Entry. Let's have a quick look at the roadmap. I will quickly go through all the bullet points. Entry migration is expected in Q4. It's expected in a month or two. There will be an improved front end and new design. We will go through that later. There will be released an Android and iOS mobile app. It will mainly be to give you widgets for staking and earnings and stuff like that. It won't be a fully fledged Flamingo app where you can stake and swap and do all that kind of stuff. That will come later in the updates for the app. The team plans to do regular streaming sessions. There will be a small reorganization of the Discord server. The team will onboard a new content creator. They want more tweets and more marketing to be more active on Twitter, on the community and stuff like that. So it's definitely needed with a resource on content creation. There will be set up a small merch shop where you can buy t-shirts and stickers and stuff like that. For those who are interested, I think that's going to be really cool. And the IDO is expected to launch on Entry. We'll go through the details on that later in this video. There will be a trial for a FLM hodler program that will mainly be hold FLM, get some role or some advantages on Discord for now, but later there might be other plans for that program. I'm happy to say that there will be a gas distribution on Entry. There might be some differences between if you just wrap your NEOs or if you wrap your NEOs and stake them. The gas distribution might be different, but there will definitely be gas distribution to the users from the NEO that is in the platform. There will be more details on that when we get closer to the migration. And lastly, for Q4, Flamingo is planning to create a consensus node. More details will come on that later and probably a FIP on that as well. So let's move on to Q1 2022. The team want to continue the streaming sessions that they start in Q4 2021, and it will mainly be the same thing with the same intervals. There are plans to release AutoCompound AMM. It will mainly be so that you don't have to do the process of claiming, swapping, and restaking. More details will come on that, I think, after New Year. There will be added a stake FLM, get FLM pool. It will be different from the other liquidity pools. You add FLM as collateral and you get paid in FLM. There will also be added one or more regular pools, at least FLP, FLM, CGAS pool. There will be an adjustment to the FLM distribution. That's mainly because there will be added new pools and to attract more user with better APIs. The Jungle Lottery will be released in Q1 2022. You will be able to buy tickets for FLM and participate in daily or weekly prizes, and some of the revenue from the pool might go to burn FLM tokens. And finally, we should expect another roadmap for 2022 in Q1. Okay, so let's go through the new design. Before we get into the details, I want to tell you that we are thinking of creating two user interfaces, one for beginners and one for advanced users. The first time you visit flamingo.finance, you will be presented with the basic or the beginner version of Flamingo, so that people that are not that familiar with crypto or DeFi can understand what it is and use all the services and features of Flamingo. We think that is important, but of course there will be a version of Flamingo that is for advanced users as well. So what we can see immediately is that we have a new heading, new intro. This is targeted at beginners, but even above that you can see there are new menu items. It's buy, convert, earn, invest, win, learn, organization, and roadmap. And you might ask, where are all the other features that we are used to in Flamingo? Well, they've just been renamed. So swap is convert, and that's easier for beginners to understand, that you convert your crypto, you don't swap it, but it's basically the same. Buy will be a feature where we use a third-party tool where you could buy crypto with fiat. Earn is what is called staking or the vault in the old Flamingo. Invest will be the new IDO platform. Win will be the lottery. Learn will be resources and documentation. Organization will tell you more about Flamingo as an DAO. And the roadmap is link that will be continually updated as we update the roadmap for Flamingo. So this new intro / heading, it is targeted at beginners, so they could more easily get into Flamingo. Start your DeFi journey today. You have two options. I'm new to crypto, then you're basically a beginner, and we will guide you step by step how to start using the features of Flamingo from the beginning, from converting a fiat into crypto, and then swapping, and then finally maybe the staking or the lottery or what you want to do. If you own crypto, you can click on that one and you will be presented with a more advanced version of Flamingo, where you could immediately get into your staking or into your lottery or what you want to do. On the right side, we have a small widget that will show you what you could earn by staking in Flamingo. It's basically, you just put in a number and it will show you an estimated earnings. It is based on the FLP, FLM, and NEO with the current API. And if you connect your wallet, you can stake from there. Below, we can see a section here where we present the latest from the community. That could be videos, articles, upcoming projects on the IDO, FIPS, and stuff like that. We think it's important to be more active within the community, publish more articles, publish more content, more on Twitter, more marketing, everything. So it definitely will be a bigger part of Flamingo moving forward. And below that, we can see a new earn widget that's basically staking. It's a step-by-step guide where we can show you how to stake. You basically just, number one, you select the liquidity pool, you enter the amounts, and you confirm that you want to stake in that pool. So let's do FLM and NEO. You can click on that. I can enter an amount, maybe 200 FLM. You can see some calculations here, and there's some more details if you want to get nitty-gritty details on what's going on, what you will convert to, what liquidity pool token you will get, and stuff like that. If you click on next step, it will show you a preview of your estimated earnings. We can then change to maybe 2000 FLM. The final step is for you to connect your wallet. And again, if you're a beginner, you could get help by using the Get Started guide, and that will show you all the steps from fiat into a staking pool. And below that, we have the Jungle Lottery. It will be a system where you buy tickets and you can participate in the daily or weekly lotteries. You can choose the amount of tickets you want to buy, and you will of course buy that for crypto, and some of the earnings from the lottery will be used to burn FLM tokens to keep inflation in check, and the rest of it will go back to the users. And there will probably also be other sources of revenue that will feed into the lottery, so it will be more in the lottery than just the people participating directly into the lottery. Okay, so that's it for the new design for now. Later we will publish more videos going through the new earn module, the new lottery module, and in the next section of this video I will go through the IDO. Okay, so a quick introduction to the Flamingo IDO. IDO stands for Initial DEX Offering. It's a way for projects to raise funds and to go public with their tokens. Let's take an example. Let's say we have an hypothetical new gaming platform on NEO called Alpha Bravo Charlie, and they want to raise some funds. They can create and mint a new ABC token and sell it on the Flamingo IDO platform to raise funds. with that quick introduction out of the way, let's have a look at the Flamingo IDO. Okay, so let's click on Invest, and here you can find the IDO platform. So just bear in mind that this is a work in progress, so there might be some bugs, there might be some unfinished designs, and all the projects you see here are just fictional projects and not real at all. So on the front page you can see a lot of projects that you can invest in. There will continually be added projects as the platform is released, and if you want to get notified about that, you should definitely join our Discord channel. Each project will have a fixed amount of tokens that they want to sell for a fixed amount of USDT, so that the project will raise a certain amount. Here you can see the fictional Neo News Today token. Their price is 1 FUSDT for 10 NNT, and they are selling a total of 9,856,600 tokens. As you can see here, the Neo News Today token is in what's called a public sale. Let me head over to the calendar to explain in more details how the projects are launched on the IDO. Here you can see a list of all the projects that is currently in the IDO in a calendar. First of all the projects will need to be registered in the IDO smart contract. After they are registered, they will show up here. So each project has 3 phases. It's pre-sale registration, you can see that in blue here. It's a longer period. Then there is a pre-sale of the token, and then there is a public sale of the token. Okay, so what are these different phases of the token offering? That is where the Flamingo IDO tier system comes into play. So let me jump over to the tiers page and go into detail about how that works. In the Flamingo IDO, you get benefits by locking up some of your FLM in exchange for IDO tiers. The tiers you can see down here, and public, iron, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and kryptonite. So how do these work? With the different tiers, you will be able to register for the pre-sale, and the higher tier you have, the more you will be able to buy off the token in the pre-sale. Once the pre-sale is finished, the public sale will begin, and all the tokens that are left will be able to be purchased by anyone. Note that you will also gain FLM by locking your FLM in a tier. The yield for that has not been set yet. So let's summarize. With the Flamingo IDO, projects can sell their tokens to raise funds. Each token offering will have 3 phases. First, we have the registration for the pre-sale, we have the pre-sale, and then we have the public sale. The platform will feature a tier system that will give you benefits in the pre-sale. And that's all I have for the IDO at the moment. I'm really excited for it and looking forward to the release on Entry. That's all for this time, folks. If you want more details or if you want to join the Flamingo community, I recommend that you join our Discord server. I will paste the link down below in the description. My name is Adrian. See you next time.